We had the King of the Ring, we had the Queen of the Ring, but we didn't have a King or Queen of the ratings. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and the Smackdown ratings are in for the Friday 10th of May edition, and Smackdown is reporting its lowest ratings since 2023. Now, a little bit misleading because you don't have to go that far back into 2023 because it was the last show of 2023. However, that's probably because I believe that show was it was not like a holiday special.
It was taped.
It was taped, and I mean that's probably another big reason why, because I think it was the holidays. I think they were missing like half a roster as well, so obviously that's SmackDown. I can't remember the exact rating it got, but it was pretty low. So yeah, it looks like SmackDown is just getting lower and lower, I would say, since WrestleMania. What I would say though is I think that SmackDown is probably getting close to its cut-off period. I don't think it's going to lose much more. So this week, SmackDown did 2.128 million with a 1% decline from last week's 2.148 million. So yeah, SmackDown continuing to go down, 20,000 down this week on last week's, but I do think we're getting close to the true number in terms of the SmackDown rating.
Yeah, and also the product on SmackDown can't get much worse. I would pretty much say what you got on that SmackDown and the two drafts, or the one draft on SmackDown. Can it get much worse than that? Just boring, nothing uneventful. Roman Reigns returns and you get more bloodline. It will improve, but Cody Rhodes, he's a rating killer.
He's a ratings killer.
Randy Orton's a legend killer. Cody Rhodes is a rating killer. Guy coming out stinking, what do you want to talk? It is so fucking mundane and boring. I'm sick of it. I mean, the guy thinks he's got something like, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And that's the bottom line. Or, are you ready? It's nothing like that. I can't even compare what it's like because there's nothing that bad that's actually memorable to even compare it to. It's pish. How do they think that's good? See, every time I hear it, man, I just want to change the channel, but no, I have to refute for this channel for the sake of wrestling. Yeah, I hate Cody Rhodes, man.
Yeah, see, you think about it, that's one thing the NWO actually kind of lacked. Catchphrases.
Too sweet.
I know, but they didn't have that many. Like, I feel like all the top guys have like 4 or 5 catchphrases.
Well,
NWO have like 2 sweet and NWO for life, brother.
I know, but Hogan didn't come out and...
Hogan's most known catchphrase was, doesn't work for me, brother.
What do you want to talk about, brother?
But he only said that backstage.
Who's writing the pen? Who's penciling in the victories for the Hulkster, brother?
Anyway, so yeah, this week's rating down 1% on last week's. The demo, 0.62. Last week it was 0.60. So an increase for the demo, but a decline for the viewership when it comes to SmackDown. I would also say SmackDown was probably least affected when it comes to the WrestleMania build-up, because even though you were getting The Rock appearing on SmackDown, I just felt like The Rock was helping out Raw more, because I think Raw benefited in the build-up to Mania more than SmackDown did. You actually look at the build-up to Mania, and The Rock started appearing on Raw a lot more than they did SmackDown.
Yeah, at the end. Absolutely. But SmackDown, for whatever reason, he just didn't appear for the last couple of weeks.
So when you look at both the SmackDown and Raw ratings and the build-up to Mania, I think the reason the Raw has been hit more is because probably the Raw rating was more inflated than SmackDown. I think Raw was benefiting more from the WrestleMania build than SmackDown was. I think SmackDown just tends to put on a higher quality of show and they have a higher rating anyway. And by that point, I mean, anytime somebody was appearing on a show, it tended to be Raw. You got The Rock on Raw. When CM Punk was showing up, he was on Raw. So I think Raw did seem to be the show, I think, that was really capitalising on the WrestleMania build-up. Therefore, it makes sense that Raw is a show that's lost the more fans since WrestleMania finished.
No, absolutely. And The Rock, I miss The Rock. I do. Obviously, we were going to miss The Rock, but I mean, what The Rock did, it shouldn't be forgotten. He actually, for those like 6 weeks period that The Rock was there, it was actually, we were tuning in, it was good. You look at Cody Rhodes now, man, he comes out, and he's second best to Logan Paul. No wonder the ratings go down. It's not just about the stature, and he's on the show. Like The Rock, it was something different each week. Like, you had the beatdown with Cody Rhodes, you had the Rock concert, you had him interfere in the main event, he battered the Uso, Jey Uso, he threw him through the fucking, like, Titantron bit, and then, like, you also had, like the first couple of weeks were just promos. It was different. With Cody Rhodes, it's the same shit.
What do you want to talk about?
No, literally, but even when he's talking, man, I just don't like Cody Rhodes. And someone said on the Raw preview earlier, they actually rate Swerve Strickland above Cody Rhodes. Thoughts on that? No, I don't, right? But what I said is, if you switch the two and push Swerve Strickland the same way you've pushed Cody
WWE?
Rhodes, since Cody Rhodes came back 2 years ago, I mean, would there be much of a difference between the two? You push anyone the way Cody Rhodes has been pushed, man. 3-0 against Seth Rollins, 2 Royal Rumbles, what is it, 3 WrestleMania main events back to back, feuding with The Rock, winning this big ass title. It'd be fucking hard not to be Sammy over.
People say that Rhodes is better than Cena, and Cena was pushed down our throats. What, and Rhodes hasn't been?
Yeah.
Rhodes hasn't been pushed down our throat ever since I don't understand it. See, when he came back, right, I thought, that's a decent signing, especially with the way he left and stuff like that. And, he's done okay in AEW, an entrepreneur, basically, starting his own company, kind of in the indie scene. I would say changed wrestling a wee bit in the indie scene. So I thought when Cody Rhodes was coming back, it was a good signing, and I thought he had maybe a couple of world titles in him, but I did not expect this massive fucking push where they'd make him the face of the company and basically have him be like the next man. He is like the next guy. He just does not lose. They're promoting him non-stop, and I just don't see it in him.
I don't see it in him. Is it a fuck you to AEW? I would like to believe that WWE's above that.
It's not. They're not saying fuck you. I think they're saying fuck you to the fans. You want something good? Well, here's this boring bastard.
It just shows you though that anybody can be manufactured to be that top guy. It's like Roman Reigns. It's like see the 2010s, man. He was main eventing every Mania, and hell, he was doing it in the 2020s as well. But like, look at him. He was defeating Triple H. He was defeating,
everyone hated him. Nobody wanted him.
Defeated Undertaker. I know he lost to Brock a few times at Mania, but again, it's like, yeah, you're right. No one wanted him, and then it's just because they turned him heel. Everyone seems to think that all those years were great. They weren't. Here, I'm not good. I've always thought Roman Reigns could put on good matches. His promos were always bad, right? But it's because
I still don't think his promos are good now, though.
No, I don't. But they are better than Suffering Succotash.
No, they are. But I mean, people believe that Roman Reigns is now like God mode on a mic. Not for me. He's not.
Yeah, but people be like, oh, but Hogan. People were booing Hogan before he turned heel. Yeah, but Hogan got stale. Roman Reigns just started stale. He was forced down our throats. At least, see when
pretty much as soon as the Shield ended, Roman Reigns was getting booed.
See when Cody Rhodes,
he didn't even have a chance to go on a singles run, so you can't say he was stale.
See when Cody Rhodes came back, right? Initially, I was like, you know what? He's actually doing a decent job. Then he worked that match in Hell in a Cell with the injury, and I was like, fair play to him. Respect. Then last year, I wanted him to beat Reigns. I was sick of it. But then, I don't know, he went into that feud with Brock. Horrendous, man.
That was awful.
And then that's when this like whole what do you want to talk about went into overdrive. He's like feuding with the Judgment Day, and then this whole bloodline thing. I'm sick of him. And it's not just the fact that he's held the belt since Mania, right? I'm not sick of the 1 month title reign. I'm just sick of him being forced down our throats. Like you
boring,
said,
generic, same old shite.
Yeah. He comes out with a suit, man. He cries every 2 seconds mentioning his dad. Fucking grow up, man. I'm sick of him.
Yeah, anyway, right, so let's have a look at some of the most viewed YouTube videos on WWE's official channel. Coming in, number 1, it is Roman Reigns telling Solo Sikoa, you call the shots, with 806,000 views, despite Roman Reigns not even being there. It was just Solo Sikoa's word that Roman Reigns told him that you call the shots. So, I mean, for me, this is proof here that it is the Bloodline. It is the biggest draw on SmackDown. And whether we like them or not, it's not this new version of the Bloodline, though. It's the Bloodline name, I think, that draws. It's not Solo Sikoa and the Tonga brothers.
Yeah, it's cheap here for WWE, but I get it. I mean, it's not as bad as what TNA would do with some of their clips. But I guess he did say Roman Reigns told him this, so there's been worse clickbait.
Yeah, he did. Coming in second place, Cody Rhodes learns that he'll battle Logan Paul at the King and Queen of the Ring, 586,000. Also, I just want to say, I hate the name I think they should just call it King of the Ring and have a Queen of the Ring tournament there. Like how it's pandering, man. Like King and Queen of the Ring, it just doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. It's too many words. It's cringe, is what it is. I mean, there's not many
Or just come up with a new name.
There's not many other. There's not many other pay-per-views that require do actually. I mean, a Royal Rumble's a Royal Rumble, whether it's a man or a woman's, or Money in the Bank or Hell in a Cell. But I mean, it'd be like having a lumberjack pay-per-view, and it's like, oh, this is Lumberjack and Jill.
Yes.
It's like, what?
It's fucking dumb. Anyway, I think the women are lucky they've got their own Queen of the Ring tournament. Never mind changing
It doesn't
the name.
work, right? Seeing people go, oh, remember King of the Ring 98? Taker through Foley off the Hell in a Cell? Or remember King and Queen of the Ring 2024? It just sounds fucking... It's a mouthful.
When we had all those jobber matches that went 15 minutes.
Remember half of them dressed in bin bags?
Anyway,
Shayna Baszler looks like a man, that one.
Coming in third place with Randy Orton versus AJ Styles, King of the Ring tournament, full match, 562,000 views. And then after that, we've got pretty big drop-offs. It's Jade Cargill versus Piper Niven, 289,000 views. Angelo Dawkins versus Tama Tonga, 278,000. Carmelo Hayes versus Baron Corbin, 251,000. Naomi versus Nia Jax, 210,000. And in last place, Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae, 206,000. So, once you finish there with the top three highest clips, it's pretty much just the same. All the other King and Queen of the Ring tournaments matches were very similar.
I was led to believe that Bianca Belair's this massive draw, massive main eventer.
Well, I think you were led to believe wrong. Anyway, guys, there you go. That is the Smackdown ratings. Hopefully we can get the quarterly hour ratings out soon. But how much lower will Smackdown go? I don't think it'll go much lower, to be honest. I think they'll stay above 2 million. They were doing that regularly anyway before WrestleMania, so I see no reason why.
Well, they've got to September, then it's the USA Network for them.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of a hit. Don't exactly. I mean, I'm going to assume that they will lose maybe a couple 100,000 on average, but
what will happen when they go to the USA Network? Because of course that means Raw and SmackDown are on a level playing field till January when Netflix comes into play.
Be interesting. I still can't believe that WWE Raw is going off cable television and going to Netflix.
Same. What I would say is though, by the time that September comes around, Damian Priest will not be the champ. It will be
fucking hope not.
It will be McIntyre or Punk. I reckon Punk.
Because I genuinely think that Damian Priest is making Raw unwatchable right now. He is a horrible world champion.
See that Raw? Oh my Christ! What was going on last week? Oh, I wanna speak about what happened at Backlash, and Finn Balor's like, oh laddie, me and JD spoke to you. He's like, oh, it's all right. I want to apologise for being so angry with you. Judgment Day. Yeah, and that was it. That was your whack.
You know what? As bad as Cody Rhodes is, he's a better champion than Damian Priest.
How can they plant seeds though for a Damian Priest face turn, and then on the next show basically have him completely retract everything he did? Is that Triple H changing his plans? It fucking must be, because it made him look like a goofball. You can't plant the seeds for a face turn, then double down on continuing as a heel the next show.
Did he double down or did he just apologise? Was apologising not a face thing to do?
No, it was definitely very heelish. It came across as heelish to me.
What, apologising?
No, go and watch it.
Nah, you're alright.
No.
Till next time, peace.